Howdy. This is midday, day 3. This is Northern Territory, and this road, compared to the rest of the highway, or the Great Central Road, this part of it has been the roughest by far. If I did this again, which I wouldn't mind doing, it's not horrible, but if I did it again, I would not have a time frame to do it in. I have pushed myself a little harder than I should have, and if I had been able to sit on 70 or 80 k's an hour all the way, that would have been much better. Lower tyre pressures, but here's what it is. And if you don't know, that's what it is too in front of us there. We are coming up on Titacuda, I believe it's called. Cuda, maybe? What was originally a family of sisters to the indigenous people around here. We have named the Olgas. And we are coming up from the west. This is an angle of it I haven't seen before. Came in November with my beautiful wife on a honeymoon. Came in from the south, maybe. Yeah, so this road, if you're going to do it, leave yourself 4 or 5 days to do it. You don't want to push through in 2 days like I've done. Slow down, enjoy it for what it is. I was silly enough to say that I'd make it all the way to Cairns in 6 days, so I have to stick to my guns there. And if it had all been like this, the West Australian side was really good. It was only the last probably 100 k's, 150, 200 k's to the WA side that was a bit ordinary. But 90% of the Northern Territory side, which everybody will tell you, everyone says, yeah, it gets much worse on the Northern Territory side. Yeah, it's been, some of it's good like this, but a lot of it's pretty dodgy. There's no warning coming up to a few little bits and pieces where you got humps in the road like you would in a Fink Desert Rally, Fink Desert Race. It's not quite that exaggerated, but on a highway, on what is considered a highway, I honestly think a couple of times I left the ground. I was following some camper trailers, and they were doing some sudden stops, approaching them. Yeah, this bit's good. This bit's lovely, and I'm glad for it as well, because yeah, the last 200 k's from Docker River, there's been a couple of little bits of ash over the next couple of peaks, I should probably grab a glimpse of Uluru as well. They are 50 kilometres apart, something like that. You can definitely see one from the other. And if my memory is correct and my geography good enough, I would imagine that Uluru should be off to my right hand, like in front of me to the right hand side. I think. So get to the crest of this next hill. See if anything comes into view. If not, I'm going to shut you off, enjoy this road, and get into Ilara, fuel up, put the air back in the tyres up to proper road pressures. Still running around 30. So put them back up to proper pressure. Highway out Dallas Springs. I was going to take the one dirt road through the middle that we didn't do last time, but I've had my fill for now, especially when I've got a budget, a time budget I should say. Right, I can't see it yet, just got to wait till we crest this next hill. It's not off to the left of me, then the right of me there. When I do see it, I'll have another chat.